The Caboose saga continues. Everyone, welcome back. Today I have an intriguing video to fully understand the situation of with Caboose. We need to go back about 3 months and trace the developments up to today. So about 3 months ago, I released 2 videos discussing how Caboose struggles with criticism, and he often engages in brief, conversations on Twitter. But if you can't find any common ground with him, he quickly blocks you. Honestly, I think Elon Musk should charge for blocking. It's because it's a feature that Caboose certainly takes advantage of that. This all started with the tweet, and this is the very first tweet that he's posted in like 3 months. And it says here that it's been 3 months since I blocked News to Assange on Twitter, and he's still gathering people up on his Discord channel to slander my name, make up lies, and even in some cases have users threaten acts of violence against me. All this over a Spider-Man video game. Now, a couple of issues that's wrong with this tweet is that, one, I've never threatened any violent acts against him. Neither did I want to kill him or have him killed or anything like that of the sorts. People have made jokes and at his expense, yes, and some were pretty raunchy and very serious. To that degree, I made it clear that it's not funny to make that kind of joke. I did, however, chime in about how his face was punchable. So that's pretty much it. Let me move on from there. So this all started, again, like I said before, with that tweet that he posted. And I also have some screenshots, and these are from my Discord, but they originated from like Caboose himself. Again, they're from my Discord, and let's just take a look at what was said, and let me just read some of the screenshots that he actually took himself. Pulling up the first screenshot that Caboose either took or someone from his channel took. It starts off with Tropixel. He says, "Yo, me waiting on NTA to clown and conchite on his newest video. I think I should tone down." And then I say, "No, you're fine." And then he says, "Cheers. And if and when I send the invite to Condengerin," which I'm making fun of his name, again, to come and talk to me on live stream, would you be willing to join me as well to basically confront him live and have him explain himself? Again, that is open on the table, Caboose. You're more than welcome to chat with me live on a Zoom call or whatever. And he says, "It would be an honor, just need to plan it right." Honestly, I don't believe he would ever accept my invite. I said, he's got me blocked. So someone else would have to invite him and have me on there without him noticing, and then I can confront him then and there. He basically did the exact same to you. And what I mean is he did the same thing to Tropixel, where they actually did have a conversation on Twitter. Tropixel chimed in, he gave his opinion, he disagreed with Caboose, and shortly after, Caboose just blocked him, all because they couldn't find common ground, which is really, like, I see that there's a pattern here. He does this constantly with anybody he engages with on Twitter. He just simply blocks people for anybody that has an entirely different opinion, and that's it. But then he plays himself to be the victim because he thinks people are disagreeing with him because he likes Spider-Man. I like Spider-Man as well. If anything, my channel was mostly based off of Spider-Man, even especially during the hype of Marvel Spider-Man 2. And I still love the character. But that doesn't mean I'm going to be a fake, like a total absolute fake, an actual snake about it, and be like, pretend everything's all positive and all is well and right when, I see some bull and I'm going to call it out. And it's just too bad that you don't like it when people call out nonsense when they see it. That's how fake you are. You're not really authentic. You're not real with people. When people actually have some things to say, when people actually have legitimate criticisms to say about something that you like, it doesn't mean that they're attacking you personally. Hell, you don't even own the property of Marvel Spider-Man or Marvel Spider-Man 2. So why do you feel like you're personally attacked when somebody just disagrees with you on the matter and that's it? And you block them? Really? Come on, man. So then Tropical said, "Well, he hasn't blocked me yet. I could make a video or something and make it short, or just add on Twitter. Maybe, just maybe, I could join his Discord and make a movement, see if anyone notices." RMX chimes in and says, "Trust me, he blocked me and I would never join his Discord because he'll just ban me from it. If we're talking about who I think we're talking about right now, you and Ronnie are." And then Tropical said, "If we are really desperate to get his attention, we could call him out on everything. But you guys are all right, he'll just pussy out." And then I said, "That's right, we're talking about Kadouchebag. And he's afraid of losing his audience. He's cultivated what little credibility he has. People in his comment section are starting to see him for what he is." And it's true. I actually do have those comment sections right here. I'm not going to read all this, but people are starting to call him out and people are starting to see for what he really is. And he's milking Marvel Spider-Man 2, and he's making claims about how there's an upgrade for the game coming out. The only upgrade I can probably think about is Marvel Spider-Man 2 coming to PC, and pretty much that's it. The PS5 Pro wouldn't really be considered so much of an upgrade because the differences between the PS5 Pro and the PS5 are incredibly minute, which we're not going to get into in like right now, or otherwise this video will be extremely long. And then part 2 of Douchebag's actual screenshot, it shows here, my Tropical said maybe I could make a big announcement in the comment section, make a video, or maybe break the rules and see if I can bot them for free. I don't want to waste value on it if he doesn't show up. And I said, try it. So I'll do it for the newest video. What should I say? And you know, some GIF replies, and then I believe I found a free bot comment liker. I'm against the whole bot comment liker thing, but whatever. You know, I have no control over what people do on my Discord. And he says good luck. So thanks. I'm trying to figure out a lot of ideas for it and still have to write a script. So there's another part right here, and I can't find it. He took a screenshot, and I apologize if I don't have it, but basically he took a screenshot about how people were joking in my Discord saying that, like, you know, that he has a punchable face or whatever, and I chimed in and said yes, he has a punchable face, and that he should be a part of a magazine subscription called Punchable Face Weekly or something like that. And to that, Caboose actually took that very seriously, and he thinks that we want to incite violence towards him, that we actually want to cause harm, when I made it very clear on my Discord that no, we shouldn't do that. Actually, I think I found it right over here. No, I didn't find it. I don't know what happened to that screenshot, but it's there. But I'm just letting you know, all that was said, but nobody actually wants to cause any harm towards Caboose or his family, because I don't condone that kind of behavior. Like, again, like, I don't know why he think, like, even though it's clear that people are just making jokes and they're just doing this out of, you know, it's just out of pure jest, he still is going to take it seriously, and he's going to file a police report on these individuals. Not me per se, specifically, but, you know, on the individuals that made some really raunchy, serious jokes. And I'm like, yeah, good luck with that. You're in Canada, where a lot of us are spread out across the world. Good luck filing a police report on anonymous individuals on the internet making jokes and simply just talking about you. The police aren't going to do anything, Caboose. Good luck for that, like, for real. And then I said, from those messages, it's clear that a few guys were chatting, let's be honest, talking trash. Yes, I made a comment about Caboose's appearance, you know, with the whole, you know, punchable face thing, and others chimed in with crude remarks. However, no one expressed a desire to harm him, like I said before, and any joking comments about that were clearly made in jest. I even publicly stated that we shouldn't joke about violence. And I publicly stated that in my Discord, which you can go and find it right now, because the invitation link to my Discord is right there. I got nothing to hide. You want to go ahead and find for yourself, you want to do your little own personal investigation, go in the comments and do that. So afterward, Caboose and I, Caboose had a conversation with one of my Discord members on Instagram where he threatened to call the police. So these are the messages right here that I'm going to read to you. And he says to RMX, one of my Discord members, he says, "Hi there, I'm confused why all of a sudden you want to be removed from the situation when you yourself said every time I see his face, I want to punch it. Where's the accountability? None of what I'm reading here is any form of apology. So I'm not sure how in my position I'd even remotely compare to not rope you into this nonsense. I've also been informed that you're posting private messages between myself and Ronnie in his Discord. None of what you're trying to say here adds up with, but you're making an active choice to continue to be a part of this. So therefore you will be sorry, not sorry." And he says, "I've reached out to my local police department, and if the harassment continues, I will pursue further action. And if you want to be left out of it, move on. Stop talking about me. Stop messaging me. Stop tweeting me. I've had enough of you, Ronnie, and anyone who associates with him. Leave me alone." So basically, he's upset that people are talking about him. He doesn't like it when people talk. Well, dude, you need to face a reality. You know, you need a reality check. You're a public figure, so people can and will talk about you if they so please. You Caboose fans out there, just keep in mind, if you say anything remotely negative about him, or Caboose finds out that you are saying anything negative about him, he will try to threaten you by calling the police on you. Because, you know, yeah, he's a YouTube public figure, so therefore he cannot face any form of criticism. You can't talk about him or anything like that. Imagine that. To my viewers out there who watch my content, imagine I get upset and riled up at the fact that you're just talking about me, whether it be positive or negative, or just have criticism. And I say, "Hey, I'm gonna call the police on you guys." You'd probably think I'm a total clown or a total joke for that. So then Caboose seems to think that I have an inflated ego, but he's the one like reacting like this, like he's above criticism, almost like he's trying to be the Voldemort of the situation. Like in Harry Potter, you can't speak Voldemort's name, like out loud at least, without anybody else like just freaking out and being all anxious about that, you know, hearing that name. So here's the truth, Caboose. Once you put yourself out there as a content creator, you lose the right to complete privacy. As a public figure, you should expect both positive and negative opinions. That means I, as a viewer, can express my thoughts about you and on or off camera. And if you can't handle that, then YouTube might not be the right place for you. And I know that there are people out there making fun of me and criticizing me, but they have the right to share their opinions and speak freely without fear of repercussions from someone who can't take a joke. Like, seriously. Like, I don't even care if you guys even dislike this video, but it's so frustrating, and I can't believe Caboose had to like escalate it to this. This time I hadn't started anything. This was from a bunch of comments that a lot of my members on Discord just started making about Caboose, and either Caboose himself or one of his members took a screen cap, sent it Caboose's way, or Caboose actually took the screen caps and for himself and made a public tweet talking about how it's been 3 months since he's spoken anything about news to Asanish, me. And I'm like, well, you claim that that you're living, that you're living rent free in my head, but here you are, like, posting all these tweets. So therefore, I'm living rent free in your head. You're talking about me. Like, what gives? Like, like when you talk about me, like I can't say that I live rent free in your head. I can't say that I'm being harassed. Then, when you're going into my Discord, screenshotting my members' messages and just doing all this nonsense, and you say that I have a ballooned ego, you say that I'm acting like a child, even though I'm older than I'm the older one out of the two of us. I don't understand. So I guess I'm the bad guy, right? Like, remember, this all started because Caboose took a couple of screenshots of the messages that me and my members were, making by like on our own time, not towards Caboose, on our own time, privately. And you got riled up because of the messages that you saw you didn't like. You created a new situation. It wasn't me. I said what I said in my last video. I only made 2 videos about you in the past, dude. That's it. And I said the second one was going to be the final last video. But you brought this up. Now that you want to contact the authorities because a bunch of randos on the internet is talking about you and you don't like what they're saying, you really want to contact the authorities and get them involved? Good luck, dude. Good luck having the authorities find me. And it is such a waste of resources and time. I bet the police are going to be like, what do you want us to do about it? It's just a bunch of random people on the internet anonymously talking about you. What are they going to do, man? They have more important matters to attend to, like murders, actual crimes. These aren't crimes. These are just people just talking shit on the internet, and that's what it is. Here I have our interaction on Twitter. You actually managed to unblock me momentarily so you can message me, and then you went back to blocking me because you're a total pussy. So anyway, he says, it's odd because a few hours ago you were adamant about that, that you do not condone any of these actions. I don't condone any of these actions, but when people are joking around and some may have a twisted, dark sense of humor than others, then it's fine. And yet I'm informed now that you agree that this is all part of a dark, twisted sense of humor that your users have. Why is it that you now agree that these are jokes and therefore okay? I know you think it's all just YouTube fun haha games, but I take this very seriously and I won't tolerate this level of harassment. I reached out to you personally to see if maybe you had an ounce of respect for the gravity of the situation, but it seems your ego has ballooned to a point where you will allow users sending death threats to me among your fan base if it means they agree with you. You have not sent me any proof of my fans or viewers or whatever sending death threats to you because they haven't done it. And if they did make a joke about death threats or whatever, they said, and I quote, watch Caboose read this and take this very seriously and thinking that we're sending death threats. So, which you did. You've taken those comments where he says, where people say, watch Caboose take this seriously and take it as a death threat. So you're talking about those death threats, those what if scenarios, really? They're not real death threats. They didn't make any death threats. So I will not be deleting any users from my Discord. I'm not going to be banning them or removing them because I know what they said. They didn't send you any death threats, and none of your fans have sent me any death threats. Also, just to be clear, I am not responsible for what my mods or members on my Discord say. A lot of them, if not almost all of them, are adults, so they can say whatever the hell they want. I don't take responsibility for what they say. I don't take responsibilities for their actions. I don't take responsibilities for what they do outside in the real world. Just because they follow me doesn't mean I'm like some sort of father figure or whatever, or doesn't mean that yeah, I've cultivated an audience, but that doesn't mean I'm responsible for what they do and say. You're ridiculous, Caboose. And then he says, hi Ronnie, if you do not get these viewers to delete these messages, I will formally file a police report. Do it, dude. Seriously, file the police report. I don't care. So then those are the messages that I'm talking about. I couldn't find them earlier, and it's a little hard to see, so I do apologize. You probably saw it in the beginning, but I'm going to post it anyway here. He says that this is the fan base you cultivated. As if I knew what kind of people, like what kind of fans I'm going to be cultivating with the content that I make. As if I knew that a lot of these fans brought these behaviors. I would imagine they brought, you know, a lot of these, you know, people would bring, you know, like some sort of sense of humor with them, but I didn't know they would make these kind of jokes. I am not responsible for what people do or say on the internet. So I hope you are proud that you started all this because I blocked you and wanted nothing to do with you. No, I didn't start all this because you blocked me and wanted nothing to do with me. And again, I make this clear every time I talk about this shit. I started this, or we, you know, a lot of us started this, actually a few of my members as well got involved because you can't handle criticism. Neither you can't reciprocate to feedback, to a disagreement. Not because you blocked me. That has nothing to do with it. Also, you still insist on believing the fact that like we responded to you in the way that we did, which is simply disagreeing with you because you like Spider-Man. That's not true. I love Spider-Man. I got Spider-Man statues right behind me. Also, I have the games. I love Spider-Man. But every now and then I might have a thing, or you know, a thing or two to say about something that I don't like, and that's completely normal. That's what a customer does. I hope you were proud of that. So I've also taken an action and reported your Discord server for raiding, as your viewers decided to join my server, some of which more either you directly or yeah, you reported my Discord. So far it's still standing strong. Impersonating you and pinged me over 30 times on each account. So you know that people are impersonating me, therefore you reported my Discord even though it wasn't me. Leave me alone. And I can't even get in your Discord, by the way, because when I do, I get a message saying that I've been paused. So it's not me. So make your video if you want, but I hope you can clearly see how far it's gotten over such trivial shit. You're an adult, you have a wife, and it's high time you act like one. I hate it when people mention like, oh yeah, I'm an adult, I have a wife, it's time, like, and here you are posting like dissertations, like, or extremely long paragraphs about how like this situation has riled you up and gotten you really upset, and you're telling me that I'm the adult and I'm married and everything like that. Get the out of here, dude. Why am I the younger between the two of us being more mature? Yeah. Because like nothing says that like I am so humble by saying that I'm so mature. Anyway, he says your user also threatened to dox me, and how are you tolerating this? None of my users are going to dox you. They can't, and they couldn't even if they tried. And also it clearly states that they were joking about it, if I'm not mistaken, but they're not going to do it. Yes, it's a bit of a raunchy joke, and yes, I would understand that you feel some weird about that, but they made it clear that they're not going to do it. They made it clear saying that watch Caboose take this seriously and say that we are going to dox them. They made that very obviously really like super clear. And I said, please provide the messages where you claim people are threatening you with violence. At no point in my Discord have I ever incite violence towards you, nor do I condone anyone wishing harm or others. I have no control over what others say or do, so I ask you to refrain from accusing me of such actions. I would prefer that we handle this situation in a calm, respectful manner, perhaps via video chat on Zoom or Discord, so we can clear things up, as the statements you've made so far are not accurate. And he sent me this message, which I can totally see if I can try to find it here. So the threatening joke, or the coming to kill him kind of joke that someone made on my Discord, which again, yes, I understand that, you know, threats and, you know, threatening to kill someone can really scare someone. I totally get it. But the thing is that this individual made it clear, and he notice how Caboose only highlighted the comment that says, Caboose, I'm coming to Toronto, Canada to kill you, Caboose. Lock your doors, pussy. And he says this is a joke for shock humor, and he only highlighted the first thing. And then Caboose says your user, joke or not, is threatening to kill me. So you acknowledge that it is a joke, but you still insist on believing that he's going to come and kill you. Are you serious right now? This user is still in your server, is he not? So you're asking me in a manner that sounds like, yeah, this user is yours. He's in your server, is he not? You're responsible for your user. You're responsible for his actions. You're responsible for what he says. The hell I'm not. I'm not responsible for what anybody says. And we've had this discussion privately in DMs and also in voice chat. And we talked about how Caboose views this as me, who owns the server, is in charge of everybody else here. Is in charge on how, you know, what people say, and should, be responsible for what anybody does and says. And we all view that as like just outlandish and just completely ridiculous. And then he continues on saying the user is threatening to reveal my personal information. He's not going to do that. They're claiming it is a joke. Is this user still on your server? I'm filing a police report today against these two. And it's like, and then I said, did you see what I said here? And I said, even after you made it clear that you're joking, he's going to take it seriously. And I honestly believe you shouldn't joke about killing anyone. Again, even though he's joking, yeah, I made that very clear. But still, my users also made it very clear that they're joking around. Was it really like crass and dark? Of course it was. But still, they're not going to do anything to you. Like, it's ridiculous. But then it goes on. And if I drag it on, you know, even more, this video is going to be so long. But the point is, man, Caboose, like, you can't be like just sitting there and calling the police and wasting their time and resources because a bunch of anonymous people on the internet are saying things about you. And we have that freedom. It's the freedom of expression. It's our rights to say whatever we want about you. And if you have a problem with that, tough shit, man. You're on the you're a public figure in a way. You're on the internet putting yourself out there. What do you expect? You want people just to say nice things about you? That's how incredibly fake you come across. Like, it just shows that you're just not an authentic human being. People can say whatever they want, just like people can say whatever they want in this video if they like. Even if they disagree with me, they have that right. That's just the way it is, man. Tough shit. If you can't handle it, too bad. Sorry. But anyway, I just wanted to share this guy, with all you guys out there. And yeah, the situation's just gotten kind of crazy. Caboose wants to call the cops on a couple of users from my Discord, and he may even want to like report me. Who knows? We'll just have to wait and see. But anyway, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, click on the bell notifications so you all don't miss anything. Dislike the video if you did, because you can. And if you disagree with the situation or agree, let me know. And if you were once a Caboose fan, let me know as well. If you're still a Caboose fan, let me know as well. And if you want to defend them, you can do that too. Cool, whatever. Anyways, guys, bye, take care.